Good morning students of class 6 par. Welcome to our online class. How many students present today? 19. Okay. So students, today we are going to discuss your social science history. In previous class, we have discussed about the first chapter, and the name of the chapter is what, where, when and how. Now today we are going to discuss, students, previous class we discussed in the history class about the first chapter. Now today we are going to discuss the second chapter, from hunting gathering to growing food. You know that in Indian subcontinent, people lived from a very long time, and first people arrived in the Indian subcontinent almost 2 million years ago. 2 million years ago means 20 lakh years ago, and most of the time they were described as hunter gatherers. We describe them as hunter gatherers because the earliest people in the Indian subcontinent, they collected their fruits, roots and grains from the forest, and as well as they hunted animal for their meat, for their food. And the name hunter gatherers comes from, in this way, from their work, and in which they got their food, and from that way the name hunter gatherers came from. Now generally they hunted wild animals and caught fish and birds and gathered fruits, roots, nuts, seeds, leaves, stalks and eggs. Okay. What happened there? So 6 par, which class you have open? 6 par is going on. So I am checking this class. Give me the 6 par chat box. So check the video. Yes, everything is okay students from our side. Check your internet connection. Okay. Okay, Tanujit. So let us begin the rest of the portion. So these are the occupations of hunter gatherers. They hunted animals for their food, as well as they collected the stalks, the seed, the leaves, the eggs, the fruits and nuts, and they also caught the fish and birds. So hunter gatherers, so it is very necessary for the hunter gatherers to move from one place to another place, and there are many reasons for their move. So what are the reasons? Now we will discuss the reasons for which they moved from one place to another place, and the reasons are: number one, in search of food. When hunter gatherers live in one place for a long time, suppose for 1 year or 2 years, then all the foodstuffs, all the hunt, all the animals and all the fruits and herbs finished that place. So what happened? Then they had to migrate another place in search of food. So this is the number one reason why people always on the move. Okay. Now the second reason is that animals also in the similar way they move from place to place. So, either in search of smaller prey or in the case of deer and wild animals, wild cattle. So, wild cattle and deer, they are herbivorous animals. So, that is why in search of grass or better plants, they moved from one region to another region. So, those people, those hunters, they also follow their prey. Prey means hunt. So, they also follow their prey and migrated to another place. So, in this way the people moved one place to another place following their prey or following their hunt. So, this is the number 2 reason. Now, what is the third reason? That some plants and seeds that are grown in different regions, in different season. So, those plants and trees and fruits that were in different seasons, people also went to collect those fruits and roots and those crops in different season in different places. So, that is why they migrated one place to another place in search of seasonal fruit. So, they migrated one place to another place for in search of seasonal fruits. Suppose in one season the mango grows in Bengal, and in the another season it is totally dry. So, if they want to they wanted to collect the fruits and grains, then they had to migrate another place in search of fruits and roots. So, now what is the fourth reason? Fourth reason is in search of water. You know that most of the Paleolithic site, when I have discussed in our previous class, so that time I have already mentioned that the earliest age is divided into 3, the Stone Age also divided into 3 phases: Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic. So, you have seen in the map that the map is present in page number 13. So, look at the map carefully, that all the Paleolithic sites mentioned in a triangular shape like Bhimbetka and Hungsi, those places actually situated on the bank of rivers, such as Bhimbetka situated on the bank of Narmada river and Hungsi situated on the bank of Tungabhadra river. Tungabhadra is a tributary of Krishna river. It is situated in South India, and Hungsi in today's Karnataka, and Bhimbetka is today's Madhya Pradesh. So, those places also situated in the bank of river. So, water is very necessary for the people. So, that is why when the rivers dried out or the lakes or any water body by which they lived, the water body dried out because of the drought or in the summer season, then they had to migrate one place to another place in search of water. So, that is why water is very necessary for them. In your book, page number 2 and 3 were empty. So, Ishika, just you can download it from the internet, or otherwise you can take a photograph from any book of your friends. So, tell them to send the photographs of these 2 pages, because in this period it is not possible to give those books physically, give those pages physically. So, that is why I am not instructed you to copy, to make a photocopy. So, collect the photographs of those pages, you can download from the internet also. So, what happened next? So, in this way the banks would have had go. So, people living on their banks, on the water bodies, have had to go in search of water during the dry seasons like and winter and summer. So, these are the 4 reasons by which people moved from one place to another place. Now, we will discuss how do we know about these people. How do we know about these people that they migrated one place to another place, their food habit, their clothes, their habitation, their agriculture. So, it is yes that page, okay, that map. Okay. Now, we will discuss from page number 12, okay, which is. So, open your page number 12 now. The next subunit, it is the next subunit. How do we know about these people? Okay. So, there are some people who collected the evidences from various sites where those ancient people lived, those Paleolithic, Mesolithic and Neolithic sites. So, those people who have found some of the things hunter gatherers made and used, they are called archaeologists. So, these people are called archaeologists, remember. These people are called archaeologists, and archaeologists are those people who discovered the tools, weapons, the things, the grains used by the people of earlier times. So, archaeologists have found that most of the stone tools, most of the tools made up with, so tools made up with 3 type of materials. First one wood, number 2 the bone, and number 3 stone. Okay, 3 type of material. So, among them you know that wood and bone easily decomposed. So, it is very difficult to found this type of weapons, equipments and tools. So, only stone tools survive because stone is last long, it is not decomposed. So, that is why stone tools found by the archaeologists in most of the archaeological sites, like in other places like in Mehergarh also and Hallur also in South India. Okay. So, some of these stone tools, so stone tools were 3 types. Okay. So, stone tools also 3 types. One is used to chop the meat and bone. Okay. Number 2, used to scrap bark. Bark and bark of the tree, and also hides. Hides means animal skin. Okay. So, scrap bark and hides. And number 3, another type of Shruti, the microphone is already unmuted. Can you listen me? Okay. So, and the third one used to chop the fruit and roots. Chop the fruit and root. Okay. Okay. So, these are the three types of stone tools. Number one, chop the meat and bone, scrap bark and hides. Number three, chop the fruit and root. So, these are the three types of stone tools. Now, some may have another type of tools at the time found. Okay. So, these are with handles. Okay. Another type of stone tools attached to handles. Okay. This is another type of stone tools. So, they attach the bone or a piece of wood and with the bark of the tree, and they tie it, they make a knot with the stone tools and made axe, spear as well as the bow for hunting animals, such as this is a stone tool. If they add a bone like that, okay, with, so this is a hammer, or if a sharp then they add a piece of wood. Okay. So, this is axe. Sometimes they made it, they attach a sharp, okay, like a bow or spear. So, in this way they attached the stone with bones and woods and make different weapons and tools like axe, hammer, spear or bow, etc., or spear or arrow, spear or arrow. So, these are the different stone tools. Now, other tools also found by the historians, by the archaeologists, they are to chop woods, for firewood. Okay, chop wood for firewoods and also other uses. And wood is very much important at that time. It is not only used as a firewood as well as used to make huts and other tools. So, they used wood for other tools and houses. Okay. So, that is all from this subunit. Now, the next unit, it is choosing a place to live. Okay. Do you understand this subunit, these two subunits? Okay, okay. Sir, I have understood. Okay. So, next one. So, choosing a place to live. So, in the first class I have drawn a map, India's map. It is also present in page number 13. So, look at page number 13. So, on that page a map is given. On that map there are different sites mentioned in a column, in a index. That look at the index. that what are the Paleolithic sites. Now I will just mention those sites. So Paleolithic sites. So what are the Paleolithic sites? Paleolithic sites are Bhimbetka. Number 1, Bhimbetka. Okay, I am writing here. Bhimbetka. Number 2, the Hungshi. So Hungshi and Bhimbetka are 2 Paleolithic sites. Now next one, and Paleolithic site mentioned with a triangle. Next one, the Neolithic sites. So Neolithic sites are, what are the Neolithic sites? It is Mehergarh, Chirand, Daujali Harding, etc. Payampalli, etc. A lot of sites are there. Okay. So other sites are Payampalli, Hallur, Mahagara, Koldiva, Budzahom, etc. We will discuss later about these sites. So in these sites, the Mehergarh situated in Bolan Pass in today's Pakistan, okay, near Bolan Pass in today's Pakistan, in Baluchistan province. Chirand situated in today's Bihar, Daujali Harding situated in today's Mizoram. Okay. And the rest of the sites like Hallur in Karnataka, Payampalli in Payampalli also situated in Tamil Nadu, and okay. So these are the, sir, Kurnool caves is also in Paleolithic site. Yes, obviously Kurnool caves also in the Paleolithic site. It is also in Andhra Pradesh, Kurnool caves. Okay. So next one, what is mentioned in the next, that is megalithic sites. So what is megalith? You will read later. What is the megalith? Means small stone tools, megalithic sites. So megalithic sites are the Brahmagiri, Brahmagiri. So next one, and Adichanallur. Adichanallur also are megalithic sites. Now the early villages. Early villages is Inamgaon. Early villages. Early villages Inamgaon. Inamgaon, it is in today's Maharashtra. And the last one, the modern cities. You know the modern cities, the Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai. Sir, where is the map 2? Map 2 in page number 13. Page 14. Okay. So actually, I think you have different book. Okay, there are 2 books, old NCERT book and new NCERT book. Those students have new NCERT book. So this map is present in page number 13, and those have old NCERT book. I think they are they have in page number 14. So now, okay. So these are the some sites. So in these places, sites which archaeologists have found evidences of hunter gatherers, their tools, their weapons, etc., and only some are shown in the map. And many sites were located near the sources of water such as rivers and lakes. And as stone tools are important, people tried to find places where good quality stone was available. So what are the places where they lived in search of, and they migrated in search of good course. We will discuss in the next class. I hope you understand this subunit, these 3 subunits. Okay. So, read these subunits in your home, and I have already given a practice set, and only 20 students have submitted. Rest I also instructed the rest of the students to complete that. Okay, it is uploaded, it was uploaded in the e-portal, you can check it. Okay. So, that is all. Thank you for watching, see you in the next class.